You know what I want to talk about here on the DnDaily vlog today? I want to talk about friendships. Today we're going to talk about friendships and how they play out and what my experience has been with this amazing hobby, because I find this fascinating thing that happens with both outside of the game, like away from the game table, but also in character. And it just occurred to me that one of the coolest parts of this game hobby, tabletop role-playing games, especially from what I found within the kind of the game of Dungeons and Dragons and also the community of Dungeons and Dragons, is that I have developed some of the most meaningful friendships of my life because of this hobby. And these are friends that have been, lifelong buddies, companions, whatever we want to talk about. And not only that, where the kind of thing, we might go months, even longer, maybe even over a year, without ever sitting at a table or hanging out or whatever, maybe not even talking very much. But then as soon as we pull out the dice and get our books and sit down at the table, it's like not even a moment has passed. We kind of get back into the same routine of telling jokes, having fun, and giving each other a hard time. I mean, I imagine you could probably relate. If you've been playing this game for any length of time and you've developed some friendships because of it, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you're new to this gaming hobby, then boy, do you have something amazing in store for you. This is the legacy. This is what I've experienced over, the many years that I've been playing this great game and all of these great games. It's incredible to me. Like, I've encountered people that are just acquaintances. I've played with them one, maybe two times and had a good time, and that's all it is. It's just a memory. And then there are those, that inner core, that main group, my main group of friends that we still play these games together after all these years. It's been over like 20 years with my main game group. Now, we don't play every week. We don't even play every month. If we're lucky, we play a handful of times in a year. And now with technology, that's really afforded us more than like one game every couple of years, which is awesome. The other cool thing about this, aside from just developing these lifelong friendships in and out of the game, is that first part, in the game. I've realized that, especially now that I've gotten myself more into and more invested into role-playing, in character, and all of that, what I'm finding is that there's some really interesting relationships, and especially friendships, that develop between the characters in the game. It's pretty cool. If you watch any kind of streams or you listen to any podcast, you might have noticed the same thing. And you probably, I hope at least, you've experienced it in the games you play in, where over time, there's these incredible friendships that start to develop between the characters. Usually they're just as meaningful and organic and, challenging as actual relationships that we have in our real lives. That's kind of what I think is so spectacular and unique about this game and this hobby. And you probably find it in other TTRPGs as well. I've sure had a great time playing, like, for instance, the Star Wars RPG, where we're playing, in Fantasy Flight Games RPG. There's sort of the same things happening, where these interesting relationships developing. And I just genuinely love it. In fact, it might be what I love most about this hobby. The friendships, the relationships that develop out of it are just incredible and exciting and fun and challenging. Sometimes we find that, hey, a group isn't a good fit for us. There have been a few players and DMs that I've played with that I probably would never sit down at a table with them again, and that's okay. They're having fun their way, and they're entitled to. That's the prerogative of every person that comes to this hobby. Find what you like and find the groups and the types of people and the types of game, maybe even the game system, and have fun. That's what it's all about to me. And that's probably, no, in fact, I think that is exactly what I love most about this game. You know, we're humans, we all need each other. We need to be in relationships with each other, and hopefully they're healthy, happy, and exciting relationships. And I know, in my experience, that's what I've found from playing Dungeons and Dragons. I hope you find some of those relationships as well. I am so grateful for our relationship. This is weird because, you know, I'm talking to a camera right now, but we also share some interesting conversations in the comments on the videos. I appreciate your feedback, and I appreciate your time and attention. This hobby and the people within it have always been open and just wonderful to me, and that is what I want to give to others that come to this hobby, and I encourage you to do the same. You know, welcome people, make them feel comfortable, make them feel safe and happy, and have a good time together. I'm so glad that you and I have become friends. I look forward to a developing and growing friendship over time. Take a minute and watch this video to find out more about cool things around this hobby that we both love. I'll see you at a table someday. Keep rolling 20s until then. And remember, it's your game. Play your way.